I'm 34 and actually closer to 35 if we're being precise. But when I meet new people and say my age through the conversation, they always get super surprised. Or when I mention my age in the videos, you guys always freak out and say that I look 25, 20 or even 18. And that's a comment I've been getting so frequently, so I decided to address it. Danny's ready, Mommy's ready, let's go tell them why we look so young, right? I do not center my life around trying to look a certain way or trying to look young. This is actually so low on my priority list, like it's not even on the list. What is on top of my priority list is being healthy. That is where I put my effort and this is what I strive to be, just healthy. Here are some photos of me 10 years ago and I can totally see that I looked younger here. Can you guys see There's definitely a difference between 24-year-old Sarah and 34-year-old Sarah. Right, Danny? You agree, huh? Mommy's got some wrinkles, tell them. After getting so many comments about how I look so young at 34, I did some thinking and tried to pinpoint things that I do in my everyday life that are probably helping to make me look young beyond just the genetics. Because some of it probably are the facial features and my preteen looking asparagus body with no hips and curves. But I guess there are other reasons too, and today we're gonna dissect them all. I'm so happy I have a garden so I can film here outside. It's so peaceful and nice. Appreciate. Let's go straight to beauty. Beauty products, beauty treatments, beauty procedures, makeup and all that jazz. I am not a beauty fanatic and honestly think that less is more. For me, natural look equals a youthful look. I've never used Botox and fillers. I have nothing against this. People can do whatever they want with their bodies, but for me, these things just kind of freak me out. And I also think they're highly addictive. You get a bit, you love it, you want more, and you can quickly be too much. We're all getting older and we're all getting wrinkles. And I feel like if you're constantly trying to battle that, studying your face, looking what else you want to fix, I believe it can quickly become very toxic on mental health. It's like a battle you can't win because you're gonna age anyway. So I personally just prefer to stay away from it, but as said, nothing against it. If you love it, if it makes you happy, then amazing. But it is important to have a healthy relationship with these things and not let them consume you. I prefer to not focus so much on my appearance. There's definitely features about myself that I don't like as much and features that I do like, but at the end of the day, I'm grateful that I have a functioning body and that is the most important thing to me. There are many of these super trendy treatments right now that I've never tried. Heavy lashes, super long acrylic nails, tattooed brows, voluminous lips, hair extensions, you name it. I sometimes think how people have time to do all that. I go to my hairdressers twice a year and I spend there 1 hour max. I almost couldn't believe that people spend up to 10 hours in the hair salons or even 2 consecutive days when they get their hair dyed and put in extensions. Like, what? Or that it takes 4 hours to get the acrylic nails done. Whoa. When I heard about that, I was just like, I live in a totally different world. I'm honestly just too lazy to spend so much time on my looks. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. If people enjoy it, I'm all for it. I've even thought of getting my brows done, the lamination, or how is this procedure called. But I just can't get myself to look into it, find a salon, book an appointment, and go there. Yep, I guess I'm lazy. But maybe, just maybe, being lazy when it comes to beauty keeps me looking young. Quite the opposite to what marketing people tell us. However, I don't want to sound like,
I'm so great, I don't need anything. I can just roll out of my bed looking fresh like a flower, ready to tackle on my day.
No. Danny wakes me up at 6:30 every single morning and I do not look like this. Crazy hair, sleepy face, anything else but fresh like a flower. And since I work from home most of the days, I would go on with my day looking just like that. The only time when I do put on a little bit of makeup is when I'm filming. So you guys always see me more presentable than I actually am in my everyday life. You see a better version of me, not the raw version. And maybe the raw version is 34 years looking.
I don't know what's up with the planes today. There's so many planes going here. Or maybe I've just forgotten how normal times when people can travel look like. Anyway, let's wait.
So I was thinking maybe it's the way I do my makeup that makes me look 10 to 15 years younger than I actually am. Could be. I just woke up a few minutes ago, I fed Danny, and let me show you how I do my makeup. Before we start, one thing that I've gotten really good at is putting on sunscreen. I use this one and okay, sometimes I forget, but most of the days I put it on. Right, makeup. I don't choose to do makeup this way to specifically make me look young. This is just the way that I've been doing it for years. I like it because it's super light and it's quick. We don't have time to sit here for hours. Too lazy. I have an idea. What if I do my makeup on one side the way I do it, and then on the other side the way that I don't like to do it, but it's maybe a little bit trendy? In the end, we can compare on which half of the face I look younger. Yeah, let's do that. This is gonna be the side how I like to do my makeup, so let's apply a thin layer of foundation. I'm gonna go a bit heavier on this side. I don't know, not much difference there. Concealer. I applied just in the inner corners of my eyes. I'm quite blue in here and this will cover it nicely. Can you see the difference? This is literally as much concealer as I use. This thing would last me like 2 to 3 years. Probably not hygienic though. On the other side, let's put more. I see people do like a triangle. They even put some concealer in here. I don't know where I've seen this, but I did. Let's kind of blend it. I feel like this is going to emphasize all my eye wrinkles.
I don't know what I'm doing, but this is probably not what anyone does.
I don't know what I was trying to achieve here and here. Let's just blend it out. Moving on. For the eyes, I use a very light color on the lids and a brown shadow in the crease. Highlight the inner corners. On the other side, let's use this shimmery brown all over the lid. This doesn't even look that bad, to be fair, but this one definitely looks more open and it has more light.
Obviously, because lighter colors. Maybe we're just not gonna prove anything doing this split face thing.
Nude eyeliner in the waterline. Here, let's go for black. I like to do my cat eye flick with an angled brush and some eyeshadow. Apply it from the center up. I got so much more control using this versus the liquid eyeliner. Let's try with liquid on this eye.
Wish me luck.
On this eye, I started right in the corner. I feel like it kind of weighs down the eye and makes it look more close. Well, this one is more open. I only ever use mascara, no falsies, lash extensions. On the other side, let's apply falsies. I'm scared. Please, please, please don't ruin everything.
How do people do that? I was never able to figure these falsies out.
Let's add some mascara on the lower lashes as well. Brow gel. 2 seconds, done. On the other side, let's make them a little bit more elaborated. I've never tried doing my brows this way, but whoa, I think I like it. This one is better than this one. I like to apply just a little bit of blush. I know people do baking, but I don't have a clue what even is this, so I'm gonna apply a bit of bronzer. On the lips, I like to use a more pinky color. And I like to apply it with my finger because that way it looks more natural. On the other side, I would love to use a brown because they're super on trend, but I don't have any, so I'm gonna apply this dark one. Now let's discuss this situation. What do you think? Is it the makeup that makes me look younger? Here's the makeup that I usually do, and that's how you guys know me. Let's see the other side. Do I look older? You tell me. I do quite like the brows. I may start doing them this way. Now that we've looked into makeup, let's have a quick word about hair as well. I don't dye my hair. I used to do highlights in the past, but that was another hour at the hair salon, so I don't bother to do that anymore. I'm not super in love with my hair. I would love to have more of it so I could have more volume, but at the end of the day, it's just hair. And I don't want to do extensions because I'm afraid I would damage it, and also I don't want to spend 10 hours or even 2 days at the hair salon. And right now my hair's not super healthy either. I'm in a desperate need of a trim, but you guys always ask me what I do to keep my hair healthy, so here you go. First, do not wash your hair every day or every other day. I used to wash my hair very frequently, but now I wait about 6 days between the washes and I'm so happy. Washing hair is not my favorite thing to do, and that's perfect because I don't have to deal with it often. More importantly, the hair doesn't get oily so quickly, you get more volume, and it's just looking healthier on general. When my hair is not freshly washed, I would usually make a braid or hide behind a scarf or a headband. Very handy. Secondly, limit the use of hot tools. Okay, this one is new. I got it as a present, so I'm kind of excited to try it. Let me know if you'd like to see that and we can try this thing together. However, I do not use hot tools often, maybe once a month. There's so many hacks to do heatless hairstyles, so why even bother? I get hot, I get sweaty. So I much prefer twisting my hair into 2 little swirls or braids, go on with my day, and 1 hour later I have nice waves, no heat, and happy hair. As far as the hair color, I once heard that lighter hair colors make people look younger. I don't know about that. I think all hair colors are gorgeous. Red, dark, light, I love. But for some reason, for me, I think dark colors make me look a bit older. And maybe that's just because I've been having this hair color all my life and I'm not used to seeing myself with dark hair. Do you know this wig? Yeah, it's Miss Teacher. Like, can you see that? Is it just me or it does actually make me look older? And maybe it's not even the color, but the cut that is more sleek and straight. I don't know, you tell me. How about keeping the blonde but going short? No, right? Another thing that I've noticed is that updos probably make me look younger. When I film a video in a ponytail, you guys are even more vocal about how I look so young. I don't wear these high ponies often because they can cause a little bit of a headache, but a loose ponytail here and there, I'm for it. Even on general, I feel like more messy looking hairstyles like messy buns, loose high ponies, and just styles that look like you haven't put too much effort in them look more youthful than hairstyles where every strand of hair is perfectly placed. I made a whole video about my childish clothing style and how I want to dress a bit more like a 30-year-old. But I failed, I'm guilty, I just love happy clothes like this. But okay, in the past year I've definitely started wearing more blacks and neutrals, so I'm not a walking rainbow all the time anymore. When it comes to clothes, it's never my intention to dress in a way that it would make me look young. Absolutely not. I simply dress in clothes that make me feel good, that make me happy, and I guess that is just more like a youthful style. Here are some of my non-childish pics, but they're still quite young looking. I love high-waisted jeans, shorts and sweatpants, plus crop tops and t-shirts. I think this combo looks great on everyone. Another thing that I wear all the time and makes everyone look younger are sneakers. These are the only shoes I wear, no heels, no sandals, they're not comfortable enough, so no thanks. And I spend most of my time at home, so mostly I'm living in these. I always wear backpacks instead of shoulder bags. They're simply more handy and kind of look cooler to me, but maybe they also give a more youthful vibe. I don't know. Let's make a comparison. Me dressed in how I usually dress and me wearing an outfit that probably makes me look a bit older. I don't know, you tell me. What do you think? The shoes, the bag? I think I look a bit more 34-year-old in this outfit. Food. This is the most important category and something that, in my opinion, makes the biggest difference. In all other areas that we've been discussing today, I am quite YOLO and seriously don't care as much. Clothes, makeup, hair, nothing comes close to what you're actually putting into your body. So this is the area where I do put in a lot of effort. And I don't do it because I want to look young, I do it because I want to stay healthy. So the youthful look is, I guess, just a side effect of trying to be healthy, which kind of makes sense. Healthy on the inside, glowing, and healthy on the outside. I could dedicate a whole entire video to why I started to pay attention to what I eat, the health struggles I went through that led me on this path, so definitely if you want to hear more, let me know. I've really started to loving and appreciating healthy food, like these things are delicious. Today for breakfast I'm having a chicken soup that I made myself. I also threw in some carrots and parsley. After that I'm definitely making a blueberry smoothie as well. I have a sweet tooth. I love treats and there's nothing wrong with that, but having a healthy routine when it comes to food, 80% of the time it is so important. And this has nothing to do with beauty or staying slim, it is purely about health. I was always very thin, even when I ate a lot of junk, but I was starting to get health issues related to my gut. Not fun. That's why I started researching nutrition, healthy eating, and I was mind blown. I learned that things I thought were healthy are actually full of sugar. It was eye-opening. Eating healthy should not be complicated, but it does take time. I cook and prepare all my meals at home. I never do takeout. Maybe once or twice a month we would go to a restaurant, but that's it. And sometimes I do get fed up washing and cutting all the veggies, preparing lunch every day. It really does take time, but for me it is the time worth spending. Instead of sitting for 10 hours in a hair salon, I use 2 hours a day to prepare my breakfast, lunch and dinner. Just kidding, you can do both. You can sit in a hair salon and make your meals as well. Besides healthy food, I also make sure I drink at least 2 liters a day. I only drink water, herbal teas, and sometimes I'll make a lemonade. I don't buy any fizzy drinks, energy drinks, I don't drink coffee, alcohol, I don't like the taste, so no thanks. I do take my vitamins, but to be honest, I often forget, but one thing that I never forget is collagen. Mainly because these two taste so yum. So I'm totally looking forward to have one of these or both every day. I treat them as a dessert. This one has a vanilla flavor, so I put it into my smoothies or popsicles, and this one I just pop straight into my mouth. But you can also make bone broth and get collagen in that way. I make one batch every single week. As we get older, we produce less and less collagen, so I guess it is helpful to supplement it. Let me know if you want to see a what I eat in a day, healthy snacks I do all the time, and so on, because I love food and I love making food videos. It's the evening and it's time to do my skincare routine. I only wash my face in the evening. In the morning I only apply sunscreen. That is because I have a very sensitive rosacea prone skin, so washing it too often can be very hard, which is actually great for a lazy person like me. I don't follow a 50-step anti-aging skincare routine, surprise, surprise. Again, for me, less is more, and I do believe that how your skin looks is a reflection of your internal health, especially gut health. So if you focus on your health, beautiful skin will follow, and you won't have to spend hundreds of dollars on skincare. I wash my face with the mildest oil-based cleanser. Isn't it the best feeling when you got to take the makeup off? I follow with this moisturizer that I absolutely adore. It is super duper hydrating. I mean, you can see me, I'm like a light, shiny. I love how it hydrates my skin during the night, so A+. After that, I would usually chill on the couch, eat some dinner, and right before going to bed, I like to apply a thin layer of Vaseline under my eyes and on my lips. Not sure if that's good or bad, it works for me and keeps my skin nice and plump. Good sleep is definitely crucial for staying healthy and looking youthful. We all know that. But there is one trick worth mentioning which I try to implement as much as I can. That is sleeping on the back. One good thing is that it keeps your spine aligned. But sleeping on the back also reduces wrinkles because of lack of wrinkle-inducing friction. I'll demonstrate. If I sleep on the back, my skin is relaxed, breathing, no wrinkles are forming. If I sleep on the side, it's a different story. If you sleep on the side, your skin is folding and not breathing, so obviously if you sleep like this for hours, you'll wake up a little bit more wrinkly and puffy. Every night I would usually fall asleep on my back, but then in the middle of the night I would wake up on my side. I guess it's a work in progress. I'm gonna be honest, I do not exercise enough, and that's definitely something I wanna work on in the future. But even though I don't have a strict workout routine, I don't go to the gym or run every day, I'm still pretty active. When I'm filming videos, I literally run around the house and the garden all day, carrying this heavy equipment. It is a workout. When I don't work on my videos, I would do some gardening. I mean, check out these beauties. Or maybe cook in the kitchen, clean the house. I rarely sit still or just lay on the couch. Investing in a sit-to-stand desk has been such a good decision because now I don't have to sit for hours when editing the videos. I love going for long walks in the nature, run around the garden with Danny, and every couple of days I'll do some stretching and Pilates. But definitely actively taking time to exercise and making it a priority is something that I want to become better at in the future. Healthy body also means healthy mind. So I feel like meditation, stress management, conscious relaxation are crucial as well. I have started focusing on this lately, and it is unbelievable how good it makes you feel to just do nothing and think about nothing. Definitely want to dedicate more of my time to just be and not do all the time. At the end of the day, we're human beings, not human doings. Whenever I think about the fact that I'm gonna be turning 35 this year, I get a bit shocked. Very shocked. Like, what the hell? That's halfway to 40. That is insanity. Because without even realizing, I'm still kind of feeling like I'm in my 20s. And I know everyone says that. This is gonna sound crazy what I'm gonna say, but I kind of still see myself as a girl, not a woman. And that's crazy, because I'm 35. No, 34. Take it slow. Hey, how crazy is that? I wonder if anyone else feels like this. A few months ago, I went to the doctor. I had a cyst on my finger. It's gone now. And I was sitting in the waiting room. Nurses were walking past me back and forth. And I just sat there feeling like a little baby. They will take care of me. They will help me. I literally just felt like I'm the baby, they're the mom. And then it hit me. Holy cow, Sarah, do you realize you're probably 10 years older than the majority of these nurses? Why do I still feel like I'm a baby? Like there is absolutely none of this boss woman in me. She's nowhere to be found. And maybe everyone feels that way because at the end of the day, there is no age where you're like, great, now I have everything figured out. In today's world, we are bombarded with beauty ideals, anti-aging this, anti-aging that. I think getting older is a blessing, and every stage of our life is beautiful. Why trying to fight against it? I am not striving to look like a 20-year-old. And I guess it's my decision that I want to be more natural, making me look younger than I actually am. Big lips, big lashes, I guess make you look more attractive. So me being more natural, I guess that makes me look a little bit more like a teen. All I want is to have a happy, healthy, and active life. Every birthday means 1 year more on this beautiful planet. 1 year more filled with happy and sad moments, priceless experiences, and we should be grateful for them. Yep, it also means some new wrinkles, but who cares? They're beautiful.